After President Yoweri Museveni emerged as the only person who picked nomination forms to run as NRM party chairman and presidential candidate on Friday, it's now clear that his sole candidature in the 2016 general elections is all but sealed. The sole candidature project has been in the works for over 2 years now and has been vigorously pursued by youthful NRM leaders. The idea came to light in 2013 when two youthful politicians, Eastern Region Youth MP Peter Gwang and Kabera Maido MP Kenneth Omona, began pushing for a fifth elective term for President Yoweri Museveni. But this initial effort seemed to have failed to capture public attention. However, several months later, in February 2014, during the NRM retreat at the National Leadership Institute in Chankwanzi, the youthful MPs, led by Northern Female Youth MP Evelyn Anita, proposed President Museveni stand as the NRM sole candidate in 2016.
We shall support President Yoweri Museveni.
Anita explains that this had to move fast following reports at Chankwanzi retreat that the then NRM Secretary General Amama Mbabazi was eyeing the presidency.
What was now a rumor was becoming a truth.
Anita says this was the beginning of a campaign that her and other youthful MPs like Frank Tumwebaze, Peter Gwang and Annette Nyakecho drum support for President Museveni's sole candidature in Chankwanzi. A retreat at the presidential farm in Ngoma near Chankwanzi, Anita led a group of MPs who met the president and pledged to support him against the potential Mbabazi challenge. She later came up with a book and asked those who support the president to sign.
And as I was concluding, I said, if anyone believes that President Museveni has been a good leader and is still a good leader and must continue leading us, you stand up now.
But some MPs ridiculed her effort, saying she was behaving like a child, seeking attention.
That was village politics. It was childish.
Later, the sole candidature proposal became part of the Chankwanzi resolutions. Many MPs, including ministers, signed it. Anita, backed by Katerera MP, Hatib Katoto, passionately rallied the MPs to support the sole candidature. After getting enough signatures, Anita approached Mbabazi, who signed as MP number 202.
For me, I thought, okay, now our party, the cohesion has returned in the party.
In what many analysts later saw as the ultimate humiliation, Mbabazi, who was Prime Minister at the time, was prompted to make a statement to the caucus. He said, "I have worked with President Yoweri Museveni for a long time. He knows me very well and I know him. He was a good leader in the Liberation War, and he is also a very good leader in peace and stability. It's very rare to have such a leader," he added. "And as I have always said, and I will always repeat, Africa's problem is leadership. When, therefore, in Africa you have a good leader, you don't let go easily." Over a year later, after Mbabazi fell out with the president, he said that was a tactical move. After Chankwanzi, each MP was given 4 million shillings per sub-county to popularize the sole candidature in their constituencies. As the campaign went on, Anita says she was withstood with more insults and taunting. But in a cabinet shake-up later, President Yoweri Museveni rewarded Anita by appointing her State Minister for the Youth and Children's Affairs. Dr. Mona was also named NRM Deputy National Treasurer. In the meantime, Mbabazi was removed as NRM Secretary General and Prime Minister, while the NRM Poor Youth emerged as his backers. So last Friday, when President Yoweri Museveni emerged as the only candidate for the NRM chairman and presidential candidate, it was a key junction in the road for his sole candidature that is expected to be sealed by the NRM National Conference in October. As for Mbabazi, who has walked the same political path with Museveni for over 40 years, this was the point to part ways. It's more than 15 months after the sole candidature ideology was mooted, and this came to light last week. But as to whether this will also give President Yoweri Museveni a landslide victory against the opposition in the 2016 general elections is another question. Maurice Ochol, NTV.